Hi everyone, today we're going to be recapping the techniques and the exercises we did on Wednesday's live technical session. Those of you that joined us on Zoom and Instagram, hopefully you've been practicing and working on the exercises that we did, and this will give you an opportunity to have a look and consolidate the learning that you've put in place. But if it's the first time you've been watching this video, then hopefully this is something that you can use during the lockdown period. We know it's a tough time for everyone, but this gives you an opportunity to practice with a ball at your feet, get a little bit of a sweat on as well, because there's a little bit of hard work in there, and you don't need a lot. You just need roughly 4 or 5 yards of space. You can do this indoors or outdoors, yourself and a ball. So what I'll do is I'm going to show you the exercise and then give you a brief description of how I want you to complete it, and then we'll move on to the next one. So the first exercise we're going to be doing is a little roll over, stop and push. Now, in a game situation, and this is what we're going to try and do, we're going to try and keep these all relevant to what would the sort of techniques and exercises that you'd use in a game situation. So the first exercise, if I'm starting on this side, I want to plant my left foot. It's a little roll over, so I'm stopping the ball in one movement and then I'm pushing it away. Now how big that push is up to you. If you can do it in one, so that you can get to the other side of your practice in one touch, great. If you need a couple of touches in between, that's fine. So it should look like this. So I'll show you again. We're in here, roll over, stop, push it away. If I need another touch, push it again, stop it. And then I will repeat the same exercise, but on the other side of my body. So it'll be roll over, stop, push, stop, plant my feet. And you're gonna do that 20 times. At the end of those 20 sets, all I want you to do is get the ball up, and you're gonna do 10 kick-ups, and then put the ball down, have a 15 to 20 second breather, and then you're going to go again, because you're going to do it 3 times. So that's 3 sets of 20, and at the end of each set of 20 there's going to be 10 kick-ups, and the 10 kick-ups is going to be a common theme throughout the session. You're going to be doing that at the end of every drill. Okay, so that's the first one. Off you go, give that a practice. Okay, so now exercise number 2. So I'm going to show you front on first, so you can see the lateral movement that we're doing, and then I'm going to show you from a sideways angle so you can actually see what happens with the technique with the feet. So this is what it looks like from here. So if I'm starting on this side of the body, again, this is my left hand side, my right foot's going to be on top of the ball. Okay, it's a drag, I'm pushing it back behind me, and then I'm catching it, I'm stopping it with this left foot, and then dragging the ball back across, pushing it to the other side and stopping the ball. Okay, and then I would repeat this side, so it'd be left, drag, push, catch with that foot, drag it across, little touch across, stop, and you're going to repeat it. Okay, now from a sideways on angle, this is what it looks like, and it's really crucial, this bit, because this is where the rollover comes in, or the roll through. So the ball's going to be at my feet, so it's a foot on top of the ball, I'm just rolling it backwards, and I'm pushing it, and then I'm catching it with this left leg. Now I'm not rolling the ball across the front of both my feet, I'm rolling it through my leg, so it ends up coming through. So as it goes to here, it goes through. So I'll show you that again. So here it comes from here, push across, catch, and it's a roll through. Now those of you that are a little bit more confident and maybe a little bit more advanced, you can use that roll through to push you right to the other side of the exercise. Those of you that you're kind of new to this, then I'd add another touch in. So it would look like this, roll, and then I'll push one out the other side and stop. Okay, so have a look at that, replay it as many times as you need to get it right, but the crucial thing on it is getting that little footwork right at the beginning. Now don't necessarily have to go fast straight away, get it nice and slow, get the technique right, and as you get more confident, build it up and go a little bit faster. Exactly the same routine again, 20 of that, 10 kick-ups, have a breather, and you're doing it 3 times. Okay, off you go. So the third exercise, this one's a little bit more rhythmic. So this is how it'll work generally when we do these open technical sessions. You'll do 2 exercises that encourages you to have a bit of explosive pace, quick feet, and this one's more about your rhythm. Now again, it's very quick feet, start at the pace that you want to start at. Don't worry about getting it wrong. That's the key with everything we do today. Just push yourself a little bit, get a little bit sharper with it, and as you get more confident, just take yourself out of your comfort zone. And if you get it wrong, just pull it back in and start again. Okay, but this one's about rhythm. So you're gonna have the ball between your feet. If you can get this going right, you shouldn't really move from the spot you're on, because it's gonna be 4 quick touches, and then you're going to push the ball away from yourself. So watching carefully, I'll do it slowly to start off with. So the ball's going to be here, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and on that 4th touch, I'm going to push the ball away from myself. As it's travelling away, I'm just going to put my right leg out because it's coming from my left hand side. Catch the ball, bring it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, push it away, catch it, bring it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, catch it, bring it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, just push it away, bring it back in. Just get those quick feet going, just get the ball moving between your feet. And again, it's up to you how far you want to push the ball away, how far you want to stretch yourself, how hard you want to make it for yourself. The speed you go at is entirely up to you. Similar to the other exercises, you're doing that 20 times. So across, so 1, 2, 3, 4, out and push and catch. That's 1, 20 times, 10 kick-ups at the end of each set, 3 times, okay? Brilliant, off you go. So exercise number 4, this one, it's an interesting one because it resembles a little bit of a stop turn from a sideways perspective, but there's an extra touch in there, and I'll explain to you why as we're going ahead. So just have a little look at what we're doing. So we get into this position again. I'm going to start in the middle. This is the only time you're going to be in the middle because you're going to be working across the exercise, but you're going to start in the middle. You're going to push the ball away from yourself. You're going to stop it. So this is my left hand side. So I've had to push away with my left foot, outside of my left foot, and I'm going to stop with my left foot. I'm then going to step over and plant this leg. Now sort of notice how low I am, that sort of bend in the leg, because that's what I want you to do. As you get more advanced, get that arm out as well, sort of replicate as if you're sort of dealing with a defending player, that opponent that you're trying to evade. You're then going to bring your right leg across. Now normally, if this was a stop turn or a change of direction, you'd push it away with 1 touch. We're not going to do that, we're going to do it with 2. So it's going to be a toe tap, bring your foot away, and then you're going to push it across. Okay, so I'll show you again a little bit of speed and I'll explain to you why we're doing it that way. So it's a push out, stop, step, plant that leg, get your arm out to shield that defender. You're going to have a little toe tap here, and then you're going to push it across, move across, stop, and repeat the same exercise. So it's quite a tiring drill, this one. So I'll do it in slow motion so you can see it. So it's touch, stop, step, touch, push. Stop, step, touch, push. Stop, step, touch, push. They're the actions. Now the reason we put the extra touch in is because what I want you to think about is when you're trying to engage an opponent and you want to bring them in, and you want, especially if you're a technically gifted player, you want to suck that opponent in because you want him to think, yeah, I can go and get the ball, and that's when you just nick it away. If you think of the great players, especially those ones with low centres of gravity, the Eden Hazards of the world, what they're great at doing is planting that foot, so they've got their security, they get their arm up, so they're nice and strong, they put themselves between the opponent and the ball, and then what they do to the next person coming in, they say, come on in, come and get it, and they almost sort of trick them coming in, and just as they think they're going to nick the ball away, they push it, and that's why we've got those double touches. So when we get into that situation, here he comes, plant, hit the first defender, next one's coming in, I'm going to stop it so you can come and get it, just as he thinks he's got it, bang, I'm away. Okay, same principle again, we're going to do 20 of those, 10 kick-ups at the end of each set, 3 times. Let's go. Okay, so exercise number 5. Now this one, again, I'm going to show you both. I'm going to show you from a sideways angle, sort of front on, and then from a sideways angle so you can see the movements. Because there's a touch in this and there's a little double touch in the middle, which I really want you to focus on and be able to see. So if we look at the exercise from here, I'm going to be standing on one side. It's a push. I'm having a double touch in the middle, stop, and then I'm turning around, ready to go the other direction. Now what's crucial in this exercise is, from a repetition perspective, whatever touch I have going in that direction, so when I'm going in there, if I go right foot, left foot, then it's really crucial on the way back I go left foot, right foot. So I'm making sure I'm working both feet in with both techniques. Now, showing you from forwards, from a sideways on perspective, now, if you're lucky to have anything to put in the way, those of you who might have little brothers and sisters or someone you can just stick in the middle and make them stand there, that's great. Whatever you want to put in, another ball, if you've got mannequins, if you've got cones, whatever you've got, a bucket, doesn't really matter. But you can stick something in the middle. The reason I want to show you with this is because I want you to see that movement. So if I'm standing from here, my movement's from here. Once I've had that first touch, that's those second 2 touches. What you're doing, again, we're talking about engaging that opponent and making them see the ball. You want, when you're attacking a player, to really beat him or her and get away, to make sure that you can optimise that sort of technique that you've used or that bit of a skill that you've brought on, and you're in a good attacking position. To really optimise it, you want to leave them as flat-footed as you possibly can. And for that to happen, you want them to get as close and really believe that they're going to win the ball from you, because that's when they take their focus off. Because if you can shift it quickly and get away from them, they won't be able to recover. And that's what eliminates all kinds of things. It eliminates the opponent's strength, it eliminates their pace, and any kind of recovery that they've got is taken out of it. So it's really crucial. When you get to here, I want you to be in this position, and you're almost going to get in touching distance of this mannequin or whoever's in front of you. And then you're going to shift it to one side and push it the other. That's that quick touch in between. So if I'm coming from the other distance, you'll see it coming this way. I'm driving in, I'm driving in, I'm driving in. I get to here, it's push, touch, and then I'm running and stopping. That's how I want you to work on it. It's that double touch in the middle. And like I said to you, whatever touches I use in here going in that direction, on the way back I do the opposite to make sure we're working both sides. No different than any other sets, doing 20, 10 kick-ups after each set, and then you're doing that 3 times. Off you go. Okay, now for our 6th and final exercise. Again, we've done 2 rhythmic ones today, and this is going to be the second one. And it's just a clock movement. So if you're looking carefully here, again, you should be staying roughly in the same space. You're almost working, if you think of a clock face, ignore 4 to 8. We're not going to use those numbers. We're just going to work 3 to 9. Okay? So if you're working, if my right foot's number 3, in fact I'll start on this side so it's easier for you to see. So if my right foot's number 3, it's push away, bring back in. That's 3. Push away, bring back in. That's 2. Push away, bring back in. That's 1. Push away, bring back in. 12. Push away, bring back in. 11. Push away, bring back in. 10. Push away, bring back in. 9. So you're working around that clock face. It's a little laces push away, and you're dragging it back in. And what's crucial with this one, you really got to focus on, is it's not one movement, there's 2 touches. It's not roll and bring back in, it's a push away and bring back in. Okay, make sure there's a gap, your foot comes off the ball before you bring the ball back in again. So you're going across that way, which will be 1, and then you'll repeat exactly the same thing coming back the other side, which will be 2. And you're going to be doing sets of 20. So just to show you a little bit more, with a bit more continuity, away, in, 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 1. And that's it. And you repeat that going back across. Give that a go. 3 sets of 20, 10 kick-ups at the end of each one, and then you're finished, and then we'll finish with that little final challenge that I've got for you. Go on, off you go. Okay guys, so for your challenge, it's a kick-up challenge, but rather than you just doing as many as you can and then dropping the ball and that's your total, this is what we're going to do. You're going to time yourself for 60 seconds. And you're going to do however many you can do, whether that's 4, 14, 40, whatever it is. You're going to do as many kick-ups as you can do until you drop the ball. When you drop the ball, you've got to do 2 toe taps, 1, 2, before you can get the ball back up and start again. And you can carry on from the same number. So if I drop the ball on number 17, I do my 2 toe taps, and then I carry on from number 18, and I build it up. And it's however many kick-ups you can do in 60 seconds. And the reason I like to do it this way is because the focus should be on, if you can increase that number of kick-ups every time you do this challenge, then you're clearly getting better at keeping the ball up. And you're also doing it with speed, okay? So almost to a certain degree, forget about making mistakes and dropping the ball, just get it up again and keep getting the ball moving. Get as many touches as you can. Every time you drop it, 2 little toe taps, back up again. And there's your challenge. Once you've done that challenge, there's your number. And there's your challenge for you to do every day. See if you can beat it. 60 seconds of work. Now that sort of exercise there, those 6 drills we've done, you're looking at around about 1,800 touches. And that's not bad, because it should take you probably about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on your ability level. 1,800 touches. Just think about how many games you'd have to play to get that amount of touches. Okay, best of luck with it. We're on again next week live on a Wednesday, so that'll go out on my Instagram and my Twitter pages. We'll again put another recap on the Friday, so you guys can tune in who couldn't manage to get on. Stay home, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and hopefully get some practice in. See you later.